What is going on, good people? Welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. I'm Sports Director Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Brandon Bossert. Thank you for once again tuning in on this beautiful Friday evening.
Yeah, that's right, Brandon. Welcome on into the greatest show in America. Come on, we're going to keep saying that until it becomes true.
That's right. We've got so much to get to tonight. A new coach in Cambridge, a new after the whistle tonight. But how about some playoff hoops action as Summer League is coming to an end, Trey? It has been fun to see some of the talent that we have to look forward to coming up this winter.
Yeah, that's exactly where we'll begin. We've been following the Maryland Supreme Summer League all season long. It's getting close to playoff time down in Snow Hill. Monday, the play-in game with Aaron's taking on Virginia Supreme. Well, early on, Supreme doing their thing, working the ball into the corner, going to find Tyrell Wise, and he's going to knock down a three. The guys from Virginia out to an early lead, but Aaron's worked their way back. Here's Keandre Nixon, fast break scoop lay-in right there. A few possessions later, out on the run, LaVora Johnson going to get a layup to go past the flying defender. This was a back-and-forth game early in the first half.
That's right, but late in the half, the fellas from Pocomoke City coming alive, led by Keyshawn Robinson, gets the hoop and the harm. A little later, comes up with the floater in the lane. Next possession, baseline sniper right here. Big run by Aaron's to end the first half, and they use that to go on to win 54-28. So Aaron's will play top-seeded Cross Academy in the first round next week.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Their consultation prize for winning, they'll take on a super team that was assembled before the summer. Cross Academy is the top seed in the Supreme League playoffs, and what a team this is. Of course, the three former Y-High stars, Antoine Wilson, Tywan Hardy, and Jordan Butler, joining up with Smyrna star Elijah Creedle, and they have been unstoppable. They lost one game this year in the league as they prep for their upcoming season, and they'll begin a quest for a Summer League title beginning on Monday. So the question is, can anyone beat these guys, any team in the league? Now, by the way, Brandon, they beat the 9-seeded team last Monday with just those four players. So they also have former Laurel big man Corey Mumford banging inside. The only team that's beaten these guys this year is a team out of Snow Hill with a couple of stud freshmen on the roster. So Monday should be interesting, as should the remainder of this summer.
That's right. I don't know if anybody can actually take down this Goliath of this tournament. That is just an impressive collection of talent. I will be interested to see how Aaron's, mainly those Pocomoke kids, matches up with that talent. Doesn't matter if they win or lose. I really want to see how they perform. I don't think we expect a lot out of Pocomoke this season, but this is a chance to show us something come Monday.
Yeah, I think they'll play with a lot of heart.
I think so too. All right, speaking of summer leagues, Trey, you have a story on one here in the Salisbury area that's been around since the early 90s.
Yeah, and after the loss of their two founders, flat out the league could have folded, but instead the community joined hands and picked up where those patriarchs would have wanted them to. There are times in life where sport serves as an illusion to healing. Thus is the case with the infamous Kappa Guide Right League in Wicomico County. The Kappa League has stood as a payment-free summer basketball league for youth for over 3 decades in the area, started by the local Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity and spearheaded by 2 Kappas, Bruce Wharton and Tom Van Landingham. After the tragic death of both of these men in the span of 9 months, the league somehow continues.
We lost Tom Van Landingham and Bruce Wharton. They were a staple in our Kappa League. I mean, they were the core, and it was a big hit within the year.
Well, it was a team effort. You know, one of the hard lessons that we all learned through COVID is to not take things for granted, and when we have a chance to do something, we need to go ahead and do it. And we know that our lost soldiers would not want us to stop.
I'm really proud of our group. We got it done.
Once the buzz got out for us that we're going to have this activity, the community just put their arms around us and just gave us all types of support from every direction.
For over 30 years, kids in the Salisbury area have flocked to this park for some hoops. But don't get it twisted. The Kappa League is about much more than just basketball.
You know, I know it means a whole lot to this area. It's a testament not to the activity, but it's also a testament to the community, not letting the activity go away. So it's definitely been a blessing, not only to the community, but also for the kids, because this is ultimately for the kids.
A lot of coaches that we have here actually played in the league, and when Tom and Bruce were here, and they kind of stepped up as well. A lot of people in the community stepped up and said, you know, we're going to do this.
It definitely has been a emotional roller coaster, but we refuse to let that stop us, and we want to keep their legacy alive.
Trayvon Miles, 47 ABC. Now, it was truly an honor to tell the story of those two guys I've known for some time. Kudos to the organizers for keeping their legacy alive. All right, moving to a story that I broke earlier this week. Cambridge South Dorchester now has a new head football coach. Toby Peer was introduced on Wednesday. He was most recently the athletic director at South Hagerstown High School for 3 years. Before that, he led the Rebels as their football coach, as the head football coach for 8 years, winning over 50 games and making 2 playoff appearances. Peer is bringing in new staff members, including his offensive coordinator at South and his son. He'll have to get to work pretty quickly with fall sports beginning in just under 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we caught up with the newest head football coach in the Bayside Conference, and he is the subject of our latest Insider interview.
What is it about Cambridge in that area specifically, or that program specifically, that attracted you to come down to Dorchester County?
Well, ultimately, it was their rich history, rich football history. But, you know, that only goes so far. And then it was all about the people. You know, the people in this area are outstanding. I don't know a lot about the roster yet. And it's been said time and time again, a head coach's finest hour is when he completes his staff. And that's where my focus lies right now. The most important thing that I can do is hire a staff. And then we can organize and create the vision, and we can all go implement that vision together. Offensively, we've typically been a spread football team, and we want to try to have a little more balance than most. You know, we're still run first. We're a shotgun team. We'll run inside zone and outside zone. And there's where I've stopped. I don't want to plan the rest of the offense until I see kids. Defensively, I'm an odd front guy, but they were an odd front. So I think that our defense is very, very similar and from the same family tree. So there'll be very little change, you know, when it comes to the defense.
You had to talk to the community about what Cambridge South Dorchester should look like this year. What can you guarantee this team will look like?
I think that if I could use one word to define our football program, I would like to use the word relentless. I want our kids to be relentless. I want our kids to wake up every day and compete. I want them to compete in English class, math class, on the field, off the field. I want them to be relentless in their pursuit in life. Husband, father, neighbor, you know, community member, friend, nephew, you know what I mean? Every phase of their life. I just want them to have a relentless pursuit of their happiness. You know, every day I'll meet more players, and then ultimately on the 11th, we'll all go out there together and get after it.
Now, I'm going to be honest here, Brandon. This was a very shocking hire. Cambridge is known for their homegrown talent, and they usually promote from within anytime there's a job available. But from everything of what I've heard about Coach Peer and our brief conversation earlier today, seems like a really good guy. The most important part to me is his interest in helping these kids grow outside of football. You've heard him talk about being relentless on and off of the field, which is ultimately what this thing is all about.
Now, obviously, I love to hear about the prior experience coaching, 8 years experience under his belt. Now we have 2 weeks until camp starts. Doesn't really know what the roster looks like at this point, but that experience is going to help him with crafting this offense when he actually gets in there. But Cambridge football, a rich history there, and that's something that he mentioned as a reason why he wanted the job. But I absolutely loved what he said in that interview when he talked about competition, not only on the field, but bringing that also into every single aspect of your life. That's how you create a winner, is don't quit, You go out there, you try your best in everything, and you try and win when it comes to your relationships off the field, your relationships on the field, and trying to win the battle every single day.
Yes, that's exactly right. All right, before we end this block, if we're talking coaches, we got to celebrate the champs, right? Of course.
That's right.
The Intercollegiate Women's Lacrosse Coaches Association announced earlier this week that Salisbury University's Jim Nestor was selected as the 2021 NCAA Division III Coach of the Year,
Very
as well
well
as the Chesapeake Region Coach of the Year. On his 20th season at the helm, Nestor led the Gulls to its second undefeated season this past year, capped off by the program's 4th national title. This is the 5th time in his storied career that Nestor was honored by the IWLCA.
Now, this is a very well-deserved honor. It's also the 7th time in his career that Nestor was named the Chesapeake Region Coach of the Year. He also earned the C2C Coach of the Year award following the regular season. It's the 14th conference award in his tenure at SU. That's the powerhouse in the Mid-Atlantic region, Trey.
Yeah, 14 conference Coaches of the Year awards in 20 seasons. Get the math on that, Boston. What is that? That is a very good percentage.
What were those numbers
and a
again?
Good chance that he will win it every year. 14 out of 20.
14 out of 20. We're looking at, I believe,
amazing.
70%.
That is amazing. All right, that'll do it for the A block. When we come back, we have an all-new After the Whistle with a Delmarva Wildcat alum and 4-time DIAA champion. Check her out when Delmarva Sports Insider returns.
Hi, I'm Micaiah Applewhite. I'm from Cape and Lopin High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.